nothing. I was getting all of you. I was there when needed someone who wasn't getting over you. When I move to the side, when I move, call you mine, and I know what you're feeling. I'ma take it for a ride, let me take it off your mind, cause you know it's a season. And I move, and I move, and I move when I ride, and I move, and I move, and I move when I ride, and I move, and I move, and I move when I ride.
Cleveland, Ohio is the scene for the Nets. It's an NBA afternoon game here on this here in the middle of the season. Injuries can certainly pile up. Greg, how does a team hold it together when it's missing important pieces?
Kevin, it's all about communication and being ready to step up. As long as you keep working as a unit, you can cover for missing bodies.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. The post tandem, it's Johnson and Claxton. Russell is out there with Thomas. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. Russell finds Johnson. Outside, Bogdanovich. Misses the 3. Here's Mobley. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Right side, Garland. Over Russell. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Thomas passes to Claxton. He dishes it to Russell. There's the pick. Over Garland. Russell, no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. No good on the 3.
Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Oh, look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
And intriguing to see how the Nets have recovered since the departures of Harden, Kyrie, and KD. Richard, they had grand plans. It just didn't work out.
They're picking up the pieces, and we've seen them do this before. The title window may be closed for now, but this team knows how to build their way back.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Jarrett Allen unable to get his last shot to go. Good work there as it goes.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Mitchell against Thomas. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Garland.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now, here is Russell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. He was all alone on that one.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so here's Cleveland. 6-point game. Hunter kicks to Garland. Mobley sets the pick for Garland. It's good from about 19 feet.
Pretty savvy move there by Garland, making space with that pick and roll.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Outside Thomas. Back to Russell. Over in the corner, Claxton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Richard, with D'Angelo Russell, he's a guy who can do just about anything in the backcourt.
That's right, Kev. If you need him to be a true floor general, he can do that in spurts. And if you need him to be a score-first offensive catalyst, that's his sweet spot.
A nice shot by Mobley.
Look, even against contact, even if you try and be physical with him, Mobley, this man just stays strong and gets it to go.
Thomas surveying the D. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Nets shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. Outside, Bogdanovich. Back to Russell. Just 4 to shoot. Launches from deep. Garland with the defensive effort. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Hunter on the wing from downtown. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. On the wing, Johnson from the arc. And again, it's the Nets missing. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And if they can keep that same physicality, you have to think they'll be in a good position to grab another win here.
Now, here is Russell. Darius Garland missing his last shot. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
There's the 3. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in. Oh, boy, looks like he was injured there.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
Yeah, you just hope it's nothing serious and that he's able to get back on the court as soon as possible.
So for the Nets, Trendon Watford's checked in for Cameron Johnson. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Ben Simmons in for Thomas. Now, here is Russell. Here's Claxton. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Bamba inside. Guarded by Simmons. Tries again. That one a little long.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Cavaliers making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. Then for the Nets, Sharp's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Cameron Thomas in for D'Angelo Russell. Pass to Melton. But Trey, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
He's not much of a threat to score, but Simmons dishing it, he can do it with the best of them.
And stolen by Simmons. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Mitchell. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
Looks like it could be a big night for him. Very strong start here in the first quarter.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established a position there.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the first. Jones with the screen on Melton. Mitchell, the rebound by Watford. Fires from way outside. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's the Nets. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart play.
On the court right now, second quarter started for the Nets. They've got Thomas. He's out there with DeAnthony Melton. Simmons is out there with Williams. And it's Watford in at the power forward position. Nets leading by 5. Simmons passes to Watford. Pass to Melton. Got a piece of it. There's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Watford. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Isaac Okoro.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Nets making a switch here. Sharp's checked in. And Greg, when things go crazy, coaches are often the first to go. But how often does that improve things?
Sometimes it goes the opposite direction, Kevin. But the simple fact is it's usually easier to change the coach than it is to turn over the roster.
So it's Brooklyn now after the Cavaliers pick up 3. And here's Melton. Misses from short range.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Here's Mann, guarded by Simmons. That one drops for him.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Melton kicks to Thomas. And that one is good. Thomas got 7 points. A different look now for Cleveland. Jared Allen comes in for Okoro. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for Trey Mann. Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets. Now, here's Mitchell. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. A floater. A rebound by Mitchell. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Allen, a screen on Simmons. Strus. And he hits the jump shot. He has 5. The Nets have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Okay, time now. Injury report. And let's get an update on Bojan Bogdanovic's injury. Dave, what's the news there?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for the Nets was able to update me on the situation. The belief right now is that it's a high ankle sprain. Now they're still running tests, but the swelling is making that a little more complicated. It's a big injury for them. We'll see how this group of players responds going forward. Back to you guys.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sidelines.
And you just hate to see any injury, but potentially a serious one like this breaks your heart.
Simmons finds Melton. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Yep, that one goes. And the Nets lead by 3.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And with Melton out there, they've got someone who can contribute on both ends.
Yeah, he does a lot of little things for them. You get steals, assists, rebounds whenever he's on the floor. You'll see his influence all over the stat sheet, Greg.
And so Simmons will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Thomas, and it's sent back by Allen.
Oh, and with that wingspan of Allen, you always have to be aware of where he is because he will block a shot from pretty much anywhere.
Melton against Strus. Now, here's Melton. D right on him. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. On its way from Hunter for 2. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hunter. And here in January, a few teams starting to solidify their spots in the power rankings. Others, not so much. Taking a look at Boston, they've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And right now, Cleveland, they've blown away the so-called experts' opinion. People who didn't realize how high their ceiling really was.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Mobley comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Garland in for Mitchell. Allen with the screen for Hunter. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. Hunter's got the lead up to 4 now for the Cavs.
And it's his decision-making. Hunter looking like a surgeon the way he operated that pick and roll.
Passes it to Melton. And the Nets miss again.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Strus passes to Mobley. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Nets trail by 4. Outside, Russell. Spins. It's deflected. It's stolen. To stop the run. Garland with the block. Allen against Johnson. 55 seconds left in the first half. Mobley. A rebound by the Nets. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Here's Russell with the 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying, and he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
Allen, a screen on Russell. Garland, no good. Nets trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The pass to Watford. Beyond the arc. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists in the game. Now Garland. Mobley a screen on Russell. From deep three-point territory. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Cavaliers lead by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Tonight's featured game sees the Cleveland Cavaliers in a tight one.
This is why coaches tell their guys, always be ready. We're going to need you. Be ready. And you don't always know which games it'll be. But tonight, they needed scoring from their reserves. Good job, guys.
It's kept them in the game, but I think they'll have to ride their stars down the stretch.
And let's shift focus over to our NBA Power Rankings for a look at the latest standings.
And taking a look at the Cavaliers, no surprise to see them at the top of the rankings. We knew they had championship DNA before the start of the season. And right now they've shown that they can possibly get to the championship rounds.
When you have the roster they have, health permitting, you expect them to be number 1.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Net shooting a low 30% right now, an ugly offensive performance. The big men on the floor for him, Mobley and Allen. At the guard position, it's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
Getting better at recognizing when his teammates are open. Garland, great time right there.
Thomas, it's a wide open look. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Garland, the pass to Allen. It's deflected. Melton with the ball. Johnson finds Thomas. The Nets working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. Out to Russell. Over Hunter. Russell, no good.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Thomas passes to Russell. Here's Claxton. Dishes it to Johnson. Pass to Thomas. Knocks down the 10-footer. Thomas got 11.
And it took some time, but hopefully getting that make kind of kickstart, kind of wake them up here in this third quarter after missing their first few shots.
And now we get a chance to check in on Evan Mobley. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. Second in rebounding. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And again, look what he's done so far this season. Wiping the boards clean, ranking second in the league in rebounds. Outstanding effort. Gets it to go. That one good from Melton.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Mitchell. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 4 assists in the game.
It's the strength of Mitchell, one of the strongest guards we might have ever seen.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
To the paint. Up top, Russell, guarded by Garland. From deep, Thomas, nailed from three-point land. Thomas got 5 points now this quarter.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
And that one's good, Mitchell.
Running the ball there. Mitchell getting those 3 points back.
Now, here is Russell. Off target from outside.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
A nice shot by Mobley.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
As Evan Mobley's game continues to evolve and develop, Richard, he could be a real monster down low. He is something else defensively.
Yeah, he's special defensively, and on offense, he has so much room for growth. If he can learn how to dominate the paint, then he will be an unstoppable two-way force.
Melton, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Here's Russell, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
And that's pro. Russell gets his man a little out of position and draws the foul.
Max Strus is checked in for Mobley. And a change for the Nets. Watford's checked in. Here's Mitchell. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Mitchell's got the lead up to 5 now for Cleveland. Mitchell against Melton. Pass to Russell. Launches a 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. There's Garland, and he lays it straight in. And it's a 7-point Cavalier lead.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Now, here is Russell. Johnson outside. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go with a 3. Russell, no good.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert. That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Jones checked in for Allen. And it's Trey Mann in for Donovan Mitchell. And then for Brooklyn, Ben Simmons comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Wilson in for Johnson. Now here's Simmons. No scoring in this one. Back to Russell. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's the screen. Shoots. No good off the back of the rim.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control. And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Nobody near Melton. And the Nets miss again.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
And here's Harlan for 3. The rebound by Watford. Nets trail by 12. Feeds to Simmons. They need this one, and the layup is up and in.
And here's a guy who loves playing inside. Simmons can play some bully ball down low.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. Another steal. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Some changes for Brooklyn. Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for Wilson. And it's Shake Milton in for Russell. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. Pulls it up. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got 11.
In the second half, we've seen him refocus his shooting. Much fewer wasted possessions.
Milton the pass to Watford. From deep, Thomas. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Cleveland. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. Right back after this break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Shake Milton is out there with the Anthony Melton. Then it's Simmons. Then it's Thomas. And it's Watford in at the four.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
Passes it to Simmons. The pass to Melton. It's stolen by Jones. Fast break. Here we go. For three, Mitchell. Rebound, Brooklyn. Watford's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Milton. Back to Thomas. Shoots over Strus. Thomas's shot is off.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Nets trail by 14. Here's Simmons. And it's Strus with the rebound.
You're not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. The Nets shooting just 28%. They are offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. And again, no good by Brooklyn. It's Strus on the wing. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Cavaliers lead by 17.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Okoro, he's checked in for Cleveland. And the Nets making a change here as well. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Shake Milton. Pass to Milton. He kicks it to Simmons. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Thomas against Strus. Clock at 4. Puts up a 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half. Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, and that's made a huge difference. They're making the most of the chances on the break. Transition buckets decide more games than people think.
Here's Thomas. The Cavaliers making the shot. Watford. Oh, look out! Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Simmons. Inside. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's Jones. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
Now, I know Donovan Mitchell is only 6'2", but he has a 6'8" wingspan, and it can surprise you and cause a lot of turnovers.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And one thing you know about Claxton, he's not going to waste his opportunity.
Yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in this league, and he's all about getting quality, high-percentage shots, Greg. He doesn't force shots that aren't there for him.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Darius Garland.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. Now, here's Thomas, following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Johnson surveying the floor. On the wing, Melton. Connects from three-point range.
How about Johnson with the hot pass? Good job seeing that open.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Jared Allen's checked in for Jones. Mobley comes in for Okoro. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Max Strus. And it's Garland in for Trey Mann. Outside, Russell. This one for three. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 6 rebounds now in the game. On its way from Hunter for 2. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Here's Thomas. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Garland. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know what's so funny is that after his rookie season, there was speculation about Garland's ability. But he has shown continued growth and has worked his way into an all-star.
All right, Richard, with the game on the line, which current player would you choose taking the last shot?
You can't go wrong with Dame time. KD is up there, too, because he can get his shot off from anywhere. But you give me one shot, I'm going to say Klay Thompson.
Now here's Williams, just 5 on the clock. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Cavaliers on offense. They're on a 13-5 run here.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Cavaliers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Darius Garland.
Okay, I'm going to explain what he did here. It's called playmaking. Being someone that seeks out their teammates, making the extra pass.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Hunter. Misses off the right iron. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Passes to Williams. Now, here's Sharp. Guarded by Garland.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Here's Mitchell. Driving in. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Outside, Simmons. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And now our New Balance player of the game, Darius Garland.